Okay, we move to something else. The CSS box model. Every HTML element has a box around it, even if you cannot see it. The CSS border property defines a visible border around an HTML element. Example, you have border of 1 pixel, solid, and black. Now, these three things identify different attributes. We'll break it down in different sections. So let's add that to this. We add border, 1 pixel, solid, and black. Let's see how this does. F5. That's the border. So it's 1 pixel thick, it's solid, and it's black. You can change the border size to anything we want. Right now, the border size is 1 pixel thick. The texture is solid, and its color is black. Okay, we can change any of this as you wish, but this is just for example purposes. So you can see that there's an invisible border around every word in HTML documents. Okay. The CSS padding property defines a padding or space inside the border. Example. So we have a padding of 10 pixels. Okay. Let's add that here. Padding 10 pixels. Now padding affects the space inside the border. Okay, let's see that. F5. Boom. Now there's kind of a space around this paragraph. The space from the paragraph to the edges of the wall are 10 pixels. So we can increase our padding to any amount we want to. The CSS margin property defines a margin or space outside the border. Example. Border 1 pixel, delete padding 10 pixels. Now margin 30 pixels. Okay, margin affects the space outside the border. So it's very simple. When you think of padding, you think of inside. When you think of margin, you think of outside. So let's do margin 30 pixels. Let's see how that looks like here. So you see the border is kind of shrunk in, given a margin of 30 pixels around it. Okay, let's see how it looks when it's 60. You see, it's shrunking again. Now when we write 30 pixels or 10 pixels on the padding on the margin affects all the four corners. In a later video, we'll see how we affect just one side of the border.